welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is another at-home adventure because, you know, of all this COVID going on, we staying in and trying to be safe. But here we have kind of just a rebuild of a FMA that I did in the past. Needs a new chassis, so let me show you why. So here we have the old chassis. You can see super glue that is dried up in the corner there. This chassis has been repaired already once because this side broke. And you can see where it broke. It broke like on the seam line almost of where the chassis is, I guess, it meets. It gets like plastic welded together. And then it did the same thing the other day on this side. Exactly the same thing. So I said this one is taking a backseat to the garbage can, LOL. And we will be replacing this one. Oops. We'll be replacing that one with this guy. Dun-dun-dun. Yay! Right? It looks so dope. I love this color. And especially with all the green parts, blue. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty interesting. So, gotta get to the next procedure, which would be cutting that front bumper off. Just so it matches how this one is, since this is going to be for open class. Need to get it to look like that. So we're gonna get to cutting the front bumper and be back. You just gotta love the Tamiya saw. It's so useful. It's gonna make cutting this like easy peasy. Got the front cut off and all sanded down. Looks really good. Yeah, really nice. The only thing is, I can't decide if I want to cut off the wings here and make it like I had it before, with no wings. But I feel like that's why it cracked, because when you cut these wings off, it tends to, I feel like, take away reinforcement, since this piece back here seems like it reinforces this plastic line that follows. Can you see that? This piece follows that plastic line. Well, that's where it broke. So I feel like I'm going to be cutting these wings off here, this end, and leaving this H piece for some reinforcement, just so it doesn't happen again, because I don't want to go through chassis like water. Anyways, thankfully this chassis lasted me a good while. I think it was about like 4 months. So maybe less, but for how much I've been using the cars lately, for sure lasted, and it took a good beating. Alright, so back with real time. Anyways, got everything cut. Tamiya saw, like I said, is a wonder. It makes everything so nice. I honestly didn't even really need to sand anything down, but I wanted to get it nice and smooth. So now that this is finalized, last thing I need to cut off is this little guy for basically the plastic body that I'm not going to be using. And we're going to start installing the parts. So we're back, and we're at a point where I want to reference the work that I have done. I got the front all dialed and bolted in. Got the body damper looking all nice and spicy. And I got the rear bolted on. Got wheels on, nice and straight. Same with the rear. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's what you want. Nice and straight. And then to be able to keep these side pieces, I had to actually cut out those guys, the wings on the side, so I would be able to run these heavy weights. So went with that route. Can't talk sometimes, sorry. I went with that route because I want to keep these pieces for reinforcement and see how the car runs. If it doesn't run like it was before, which was very consistent, then I'll be taking them off and going back to a previous setup. A quick tip trick for the FMA is that it comes with extra parts, right? Meaning extra parts that is on the tree that you get. It could be in the stock case or the stock kits or the aftermarket kit like this one, and it comes with this piece. This piece allows you to modify. You can cut up and modify and turn them into basically underguards. So, which is awesome because now I can cut up and modify these to match. So that's basically cut up and they mount up as so, like that. So gotta trim this up, make it all nice, nicer than that for sure. That's my first time doing these, so didn't turn out the greatest, but this time around it's gonna look just that much better and it's going to match. Alright, so this is what they look like when you're done. You slice I cut on the line here that you can follow, and then you end up with a piece like this. And you have this kind of point at the end here that you need to get rid of. So then you have to slice that point off with whatever tool you got, your X-Acto, blade, whatever. I've been liking the Tamiya saw a lot more lately. It makes a really nice cut. But you can use any type of blade, cuts just fine. And you gotta cut that point off, and you should be good. Alright, we're getting closer. I finally got the back gear cover on, and I finally was able to do this rear diffuser design that I've been wanting to. Let's see if it actually does work and functions, but overall it looks like it will. Pretty excited about that. Super sleek, fits in there nicely. this guy go. And anyways, gonna get back to finishing this bad boy up. Yay, now that I got these drilled out, the holes drilled for the motor cover, I can put the motor in. Sweet. Alright, motor's in, motor cover's in place. I'm liking how the holes turned out. Much better than the first time around. This is so haggard. This is so bad. Anyways, I just wanted more ventilation, but it turned out much better this time. Alright, now we're on to the battery cover, plus the tail damper. I'm going to be doing it in green to go with all the green accents. And I think the green kind of complements the yellow also. It just has a very almost like JDM feel to it. Anyways, gonna be getting to drilling those holes out onto there, putting the sponge onto there as well, and then we'll move on to cutting out and maybe designing a little bit of a fancier tail damper. Alright, we're back with an update. Got the rear body damper or tail damper all done, looking like a flame, green flame. And put this little bit of foam there since I was rocking that before like that. Turned out pretty good though, very happy. And I decided to design this so it smacks down like so. Pretty stoked, turning out nice. On to the next. Cover wise, we gotta put on here. Well, we could put this guy on, but I don't think I'm going to. But lastly, cover wise, we just got the transmission casing to put on, and before that, the gear. So, gonna get those popped on. And then we're gonna move on to the body. Alright, and we're back finally with the final product. I'm really happy with how the body turned out. I ended up using this Ray Wolf body because it was the only Lexan body I had. I added the rear LED light with the fixture, a little fixture, drilled out the hole wider to slide that LED light back there. Looking pretty nice. Like I said, the weight back here slams down and makes contact. Pretty dope. Liking the little detail of that right there. So, and the diffuser. The whole rear end looked pretty cool. I'm very happy with that. And other than just popping the body on and doing the cuts necessary for it to work, I did my sticker tuning. I got some DXN stickers on there, some Japan Cup stickers, some Mad Tang stickers. So, oh, and I can't forget the plat or the stripes. I got those from Ruben over at Modelismo. But pretty stoked about the setup. It is looking quite different, you know. I always wanted a full body, like the full body covering the chassis style instead of just something as far as this here. Very sleek and, you know, which would be nice, but I do like how this turned out. And let's see if I could do a drop test real fast. It
plops down pretty good. So, very happy. Oh, and I got my little Hawk Racer guy in there too. And it doesn't hit the body. Look at that.
Well, thank you for tuning in, y'all. I know it's not always the most entertaining to just watch someone build cars instead of, you know, seeing them run. But next video is going to be in the garage, and we will be running this car with a couple others. But stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, share, you know, all the beautifulness about that. And love you guys. Thank you for your support. Till next time.